All right, being a nurse, I am going to give a nursing speech to the graduating class of my nursing class. All right, my name is Jed Stevenson, and I would love being able to say that I am a nurse, a man nurse.
Wow!
I want to thank the nursing faculty for their commitment to our success. C.S. Lewis once said, "The task of the modern educator is not to cut down jungles, but to irrigate deserts." The faculty of this nursing program not only poured into us everything they knew, but they did it with love. I hope we will blossom into something worthy their effort. I love my graduating nursing class. We have classmates from Kenya, Jamaica, some from the military, others that are single mothers. This class works hard at being awesome, and they are pretty good at it. Here are some of the lessons that I've learned from my nursing class. One of my classmates taught elementary school for 37 years and had the youthful vigor to go back to school and become a nurse. She taught me, "You're never too old to dream a new dream." Another classmate loves to ride a Harley Davidson. She willingly assimilated into the nursing role, wearing her teal scrubs and her white shoes and a stethoscope, but ends her day on her Harley. Find ways to be yourself. And we have multiple classmates that quietly raised their families alone while their spouses were deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan multiple times. They sacrificed much with little recognition. They taught be heroic even without an audience. Well, today there is an audience, and I think the spouses of the military do not get their fair share of credit for the sacrifices that they make. So could all those spouses of military veterans in the graduating class in the audience please stand up so we can recognize your quiet sacrifices you made for your family and our country. We thank you. Being awesome just comes naturally for this class. To conclude, I want to share a story. On Easter Sunday, my wife Amy checked into the hospital because she was having preterm labor. Initially, everything seemed like it would be okay. The nurse treated us kindly. She gave Amy some medication to prevent contractions because she was 2 months early. And those medications worked until they didn't. As the contractions increased quickly and the anxiety in the room followed suit, our nurse slowly forgot to be awesome that day. We needed her to stick with us, fight for us, even amongst all the stress. But she slowly, emotionally withdrew from us. She performed all her treatments and did everything she was supposed to, but her heart wasn't in it. The situation overwhelmed her. She became mechanical in her work. And that was a very frustrating, lonely experience. We needed the human side of her as well. Amy was finally transferred to labor and delivery. After 6 hours with that nurse, everything changed. The nurse we received was warm and responsive, even though the situation was still the same. She was about 3 inches shorter than the other nurse, but was at least 3 inches kinder. And she fought for us, and in anticipation of worst-case scenarios, an army of nurse practitioners, nurses, and respiratory therapists were there ready for her birth. It seemed like we went from loneliness and frustration with the other nurse to being overwhelmed by love with this army. It was as if for one moment the entire hospital staff channeled their skills and awesomeness to the sacred event of our 2 babies being born. Our loneliness and frustration evaporated in the overwhelming presence of their love and commitment to the health and safety of our babies, which are here tonight. So how can we continue to be awesome as nurses in difficult situations? Love. Love that fights for the patient even when things are getting difficult. Like when a patient codes, or when you lose an IV, or when the patient verbally attacks you. Do what the army of nurses did to us and overwhelm them with love. Wendell Berry, one of my favorite authors, once penned, "I believe that the world was created and approved by love, that it subsists, coheres, and endures by love, and that insofar as it is redeemable, it can only be redeemed by love." The force behind our faculty's patience with us students, and why my classmates ride motorcycles, dream new dreams, sacrifice for family and country, and how that army of nurses comforted us when we were feeling so alone and afraid, was love. The moment love ceases to be the force behind our motivation is the moment we stop being awesome. So be awesome and love. Thank you.